What's up guys, I'm Sean. Today I'm going to be working on the Dual Shear Selector Rod on my E46 M3 track car. So this is the Dual Shear Selector Rod, DSSR. So the front part mounts to the transmission shift linkage. The rear part mounts to the bottom of your shift lever. And when you're moving your shift lever, it moves back and forth and it switches gear for you. A few weeks ago I was at Sonoma Raceway and my shift linkage fell off. So what happened was the pin that was mounted to the transmission with this clip right here, the clip fell off somehow and then the pin wiggled out and this part fell out. So now my car was stuck in third gear. Luckily I managed to get off the track, borrow a friend's trailer and tow it home. So today I'm going to be upgrading the hardware on my DSSR. I picked up this M10 shoulder bolt from Ace Hardware with the nylock nuts. So the idea is that it's the exact same size, the shoulder bolt is, to the pin that came with the DSSR. The only thing I have to do now is just cut this. So the hardware from Ace was about $9. So I'm going to install it like that, and the nylock nut should be like this. So the idea is that this thing will never ever fall off again when I'm on the track. So it should be more solid than this pin and clip. So I just did a test fit with a spare M10 nut that I have. So there's a small gap right there, which is okay because if this part is snug on your shifter and on your transmission, that's all that matters. The outside here, you don't want this so tight that the shifter can't move back and forth when you're shifting. But if you think that there's a little slop here, you can add a tiny washer. I just have to cut down this. Where eye and ear protection, I have the bolt taped up, and that's the part I'm going to cut. There we go. Boom. And that be like that. As far as the DSSR goes, sometimes this thing might be a little bit too tight for the transmission or the shift lever, or it can be too loose. So what I've done, if it's too tight, I opened it up a little bit, and if it's too loose, I clamped it down a little bit. So this thing could move just a little bit. You don't want to squeeze too tight or pry too hard because you could break it. But I've made some adjustment so that this thing can fit snug on my transmission and also on my shift lever. So let's go install it. Alright, I just test fitted the hardware and now we're going to test shifting. Okay, go ahead, go to reverse. Just want to make sure that obviously it doesn't hit anything. Okay, back to neutral. And go to first. Okay, go ahead, go to second. Okay, third, fourth, fifth, okay, sixth. Okay, go back to neutral. Alright, let me check this side. And we're gonna do it again. Go ahead, go to reverse. Okay, go to first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Alright, back to neutral. Everything clears. Now I just gotta put on the nylock nut. Alright guys, the bolt and nut has been installed. You can barely see it up there where the transmission is. And right here where the shift lever is. I made sure that the bolt and nut can move a little bit, because if it's too tight, you're not going to be able to shift. So you can see there, it spins a little bit. And the one where the transmission is can spin very little, because if it's too tight again, you're not going to be able to shift. So the bolt and nut is harder to install than the pin and clip, but I think it's a better solution overall and will probably never fall off. The installation wasn't bad. I didn't have to drop the exhaust or my transmission. All I had to do is remove the plastic panel, remove a couple bolts for the heat shield, pull the heat shield back, and then install the hardware. So now all I have to do is just push the heat shield back on, install the plastic cover, and let's go test it up top. Alright guys, back in the car. See, it's pretty firm. First gear, second gear, third gear, fourth, fifth, sixth. Reverse. Pretty snug, not much slop. So I think the solution of the bolt and nut is better than this pin and clip. I tracked my car for 4 years and never had an issue, but the one time it left me stranded. And if you look at this clip, it sits in this little groove right here, and under track abuse, I guess this clip can basically pop off this little groove and the shift lever falls off and we just stranded. So bolt and nut is a better solution, I think. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.